Hello guys, this is Pyton and today I'm going to make a deck profile for Naruto CCG, especially on Untap, because there we have all the nice set 29 cards. We play with the new metagame. It is really exciting to play with the new stuff and explore new combo potential, and yeah, I want to give you an inspiration how to like implement set 29 into some decks. And this is my main deck, my signature deck, the Ghost Panic Zombies. The Ghost Panic is like a really ridiculous mission card which hasn't really been used at all. It's one of my favorite missions in the game and I want to exploit this shit. I want to like build a deck around it and make it consistent somehow. It's a permanent 2 mission and the effect is I select one ninja card with a water symbol in my discard pile and put it in play. When this mission is removed from play, if that ninja still remains in play, discard that ninja. Yeah, so I can get any water ninja from my discard pile, which is amazing. Let's start with the 0 drop. So my deck, so everything in my deck like is completely built around Ghost Panic, but it also works without Ghost Panic. So it's not like if I don't get this mission, I lose. It's just, yeah, if I have it, then yeah, I pretty much win the game. I need the water cards in my discard pile consistently, the drops I want to play. So yeah, a lot of cards are based around discarding, but not exactly from my deck, like the revitalized decks. Yeah, if I do that too much, then the chance is high that Ghost Panic goes directly to my discard pile accidentally and I can't play it anymore because it's like gone. So yeah, I don't want that to happen. So what I want to do instead is discard from my hand most of the time. And draw, yeah, discard from my deck like a little bit, but not that much. So Tenten is amazing, even though she's not water, but she's especially amazing in this deck because at the start of my turn I can discard and draw a card. She also has a second effect, which is like if I didn't discard a Earth card due to her effect, then I have to mill 3. And this is very good, and yeah, this makes this deck incredibly fast. So the next 0 drop is Hotaru. She does exactly the same, like draw and discard. What's cool with her is like I can get her effect instantly. I don't have to wait until the start of my turn. And I also draw first and then discard, which is better. Then I flashpoint her, of course, and she can do her effect like every turn, which is pretty amazing. Then the next 0 drop is Urakata. Urakata is not necessary in this deck, but you don't want to rely only on Tenten and Hotaru as your 0 drops. What Urakata does is I search for my deck for a non-ambush card, and then yeah, I pay 1 and then it goes to my chakra area. So that gives me the opportunity to directly search for a ninja I want in my discard pile. And I use this effect every turn, like get something to my chakra, and next turn I use this as a cost to get something else, and yeah. So you want to have chakra as soon as possible, you want your mission out turn 1 and all that good stuff. The Jirobo is a set 29 Jirobo. When he's discarded from my hand, I can put him in play, like the giant spider. He also has state 1, which means he can go into state 2 later, and also he has growth, which is pretty busted. When this ninja is put in play, you can discard one of your opponent's chakra, and yeah, if I grow from, that's 2 chakra basically, and it's a free put in play. Like I just discard him from my hand whenever I like have him, and I don't have to commit to deploy him. So that's actually insane. Yeah, he's mainly for jump blocking and sacrifice for Kabuto later, or like play the Jutsu, the Dome Prism one. And yeah, actually insane. I have a bunch of other cards that also chakra control, so you can say that a chakra control is a sub-theme in this deck. So the main theme is like the Ghost Panic Zombies Resurrection theme, and yeah, the second theme is, the sub-theme is like chakra control. There we have Kidomaru. Everyone knows Kidomaru's day 1 is fucking stupid, but in this deck he's even more stupid because yeah, to use his effect and also Kidomaru state 2, I always have to discard a card from my hand. But in this deck I actually benefit from discarding stuff from my hand. So if I deploy Kidomaru state 1 early, I usually like use his effect in my opponent's mission phase, just because then I activate my effects just from discarding stuff. So yeah, it's actually really amazing. It slows my opponent down, and then state 2 is broke. He has 1 hand cost, but better stats, and his effect is sacrifice Kitamaro set 1, of course. Desperation, EOJ, discard 2 water cards, move target water card from your discard pile to your hand. That's huge, but what he can do is like, if I accidentally like get my Ghost Panic from a deck to my discard pile, I can just use this Kitamaro, discard water cards, which I don't really care for because I benefit if I discard cards from my hand, and get a Ghost Panic for free on my hand. Like, he is a good way to just recover my Ghost Panic, or like the other good stuff. Yeah, both are insanely good in this deck. But if I have my stuff going on, I usually go for this Kitamaro, of course, because his effect is stupid. I discard a card and then one of my opponent's ninja cannot be sent out to battle, which means free BRs, and I want to win BRs as soon as possible. Like on turn 3, I want to win the game, pretty much, or on turn 4. The next one is Karin. 3 Karin. Yeah, this Karin is so cool, man. At the start of your battle phase, you can discard a water card. In that case, select a player. That player draws 1 card. With her, I don't have to commit to swing with her or with any team. I can't skip battle phase in this game at all. Like, I always go into battle phase even if I don't swing. So that's really cool. Discard a water card and then I draw a card. So she's important. That's why she's 3 times in the deck, because I want as many of those card and discard ninjas as possible on my field to have the speed, you know what I mean? To have the momentum going on. The 2-drops, Suigetsu. He does also almost the same. He's like basically a 2-drop with 6 combat, because I spam his effect. Like, there's no reason why I wouldn't use this effect. Like, I use this effect every turn. So yeah, so during EOJ I can discard 1 ninja card. In that case I get +2, and also if that discarded card, if that ninja was a water ninja, then I draw 1. So yeah, draw, discard, all that good stuff. Also, Suigetsu's ambush, so I use him for my costs, for my mission cost a lot. Just on turn 2 I just play a mission and then I ambush him right away, which is so good. Yeah, and then we have Jugo, set 29. He has 0 combat but 3 support, and if he's injured he has like 5 combat and 0 support, which is pretty interesting. His effect on the Verge: when you discard a card from your hand by your own card's effects, you can draw 1 card. Yeah, so this is like the reward I was talking about. Every time I use effects like, but only once per turn though, because the effect reads you can draw a card. That means only once per turn, but that's enough. So he makes my deck really fast, really strong. I draw a lot of shit just because of him. And he also has a secondary effect, attacker mission, valid. I pay 3 water, discard this ninja. In that case, put on plate 1 Jugo, state 2 ninja card from a reinforcement deck. So he also can, he has the option to go into state 2, which I never do. There's no reason why I would do that. I want to use this effect, like draw cards until the end of the universe, like, yeah, pretty much like that. Okay, then we have the 3-drop, we have the 5 Hungry Sharks, just one of them. I don't really need him, but he's good to have, like, he is really good. Just one of the Hungry Shark is really good. He's non-unique also, yeah, so you can play multiple Hungry Sharks, but so if I deploy Jugo on turn 2, I usually want to deploy Suigetsu on turn 3. If I deployed Suigetsu on turn 2, I want to play Yugo on turn 3, so I don't really deploy him too much, but he is important if I don't have ninjas on my hand that I can deploy that turn. So he's a free put and play, not put and play, but deployment. So because he can deploy from my discard pile at any time. And also if he's discarded from my hand, my opponent discards 1 chakra. So he's also chakra control. Like, I discard him and I discard 1 chakra from my opponent, and I basically don't lose a hand card because I can deploy him from discard pile anyway, so it's like really good. He just sits there in my discard pile, and whenever I think like I went out on deployments and I want that 3 combat and 3 support, if I want that, I just deploy him. Or let's say I do have ninjas on my hand, but I need them for my cards effects. I want to discard them. This is the set 29 Kisame, and he's fucking stupid. Like, oh my, I slept so hard on him. Like, I didn't use him before when set 29 released. I just recently, like a week ago, I added him to this deck, and then I played a lot of games with him, and he is so fucking good. Like, if he's on my hand, I get to have like 8 to 10 cards on my hand, like consistently every turn. Yeah, what he does is, when this ninja card is discarded from your hand due to an effect, you can move it to your hand. So I move him back to my hand instantly, and yeah, I don't lose my hand size. I just draw cards like crazy. So imagine, like, you have effects like Karin, Hotaru, Teten. So they draw one card and discard one card usually. So let's say I have Jugo in play and I have the Kisame on my hand. Like, those effects become a draw 2 and discard shit. Discard nothing and just draw 2. This is what those effects gonna be. You can only use the effect of inexhaustible power once per turn, but you don't really want to use it more than once per turn anyway, because you still want to discard your other cards. So this Kisame always sits on my hand. I never deploy him, I never put him in play. So that's why I can play another Kisame. He's the one I'm going to swing with. He's the one I'm going to fuck people up with. He's the one, yeah, that annoys the shit out of people. Because, yeah, usually I get him on turn 3. And I can get him on turn 3 with, like, Orochimaru, with Kabuto, with Ghost Panic, with, I don't know, man. With a bunch of cards I can get him on turn 3. When this ninja attacks in a team with all white ninjas, like, you can just swing in a team with himself. You can remove up to 2 chakra from the game. So this is even more chakra control. Before my opponent can even play jutsus, I just, like, swing and he can't do shit. I'm talking about my jutsus later, but the chakra control really helps me, so my opponent doesn't interrupt me when I do my stupid plays. And then when your opponent has less chakra than you, which he probably will have, because all of this chakra control in this deck, then I can move my turn marker up by 1. On turn 3, I do that shit. On turn 3, I just, yeah, okay, I'm turn 4 now, then I end my turn, I'm actually turn 5 now. So I go into turn 5 next turn, and I can just deploy my 5 drops, like, from my chakra area. Next one is Yamato. Yamato is, yeah, the best 5 drop I have in this deck. The 12 metal power for him are actually free most of the time on turn 3, with no problem, with no effort. It's ridiculous. And then, yeah, I can move an EOJ, I can move 1 jutsu or mission card from a discard pile to my hand. So, yeah, this deck discards a lot of shit. And I can recycle a lot of shit. Like, I can recycle Ghost Panic, like with Kidomaru State 2, or I can recycle, like, any of my missions or any of my jutsus, like summoning jutsu, all that good stuff. Sometimes I recycle my Dome Prison to get chakra to actually play more jutsus and mastery my jutsus. And yeah, he's ridiculous. He is fucking ridiculous. So sometimes I deploy Raiga, which is the ninja I'm going to talk about now. Because he's like easy, he's free. I can move him to my chakra if I want to, and then I can like deploy him on turn 5, which is actually cool. But sometimes I just pull him out with the Orochimaru, or with Ghost Panic, or with Kabuto, as I said. There are multiple ways to get those ninjas. And yeah, if he is sent out to attack, you can snipe people. That's what its effect does. Like, you can select one of your opponent's ninjas with an entrance cost of 1 or less. In that case, move it to its own chakra area. So yeah, on turn 3 is powerful. Turn 4, I do that again, and turn 5, I snipe again. It's ridiculous. Then the Orochimaru. The Orochimaru is the reason I play those 5 drops in the first place. I believe that a lot of people are unfamiliar with this Orochimaru, but this is with Ghost Panic, this Orochimaru, or even with Kabuto, this is the most broken Orochimaru you can think of. Like, by far the most broken Orochimaru. So his effect, Forbidden Jutsu, can only be good. When this ninja is put in play, you can search for 1 ninja card with both 5 entrance cost and water symbol in your deck and move it to your discard pile. And then I have an activated effect also. During your mission phase, if you don't have a ninja with both entrance cost 5 and a water symbol in play, you can remove from game 2 of your chakras. In that case, put 1 ninja with both entrance cost 5 and water symbol in play from a discard pile. So yeah, he puts in play turn 5 ninjas for free. On turn 3. This is ridiculous. And then he has mastery, so he plays my jutsus with mastery. And yeah, we get to that later, but that's already insanely broken. So then, yeah, 2 Kabutos. Yeah, he's the only one of those ninjas I play 2 times. Because he's very crucial. He's like the main. He's the combo starter, I'd say. You play Ghost Panic on turn 3. You get your Kabuto, one of your Kabutos, and then I put in play one ninja from a discard pile. So he puts in play Orochimaru. But if I already have 2 Kabuto in my discard pile, I just like remove himself from with his effect as a cost. I remove himself, and then I put in play the other Kabuto from my discard pile. And the second Kabuto is now not affected by Ghost Panic, because, as you know, the downside from Ghost Panic is when this mission card is removed from play, that ninja still remains in play, discard that ninja. So yeah, after 2 turns, that Kabuto would be gone, but he's not gone if I grab another Kabuto with his own effect. And then I grab my Orochimaru usually. I can also grab any other high drop ninja, like it doesn't have to be Orochimaru, but if I have my Orochimaru in my discard pile, which I usually have, you would think, yeah, I only have 1 copy of that Orochimaru, but I prioritize him with effects like Urakata or my missions to search for him before I even search for Kabuto, because I have 2 Kabuto anyway, and he will go to my discard pile eventually because my Dex engine is so fast. But I search for Orochimaru, and then after that I can search for Kabuto, and then yeah. Okay, so I have Kabuto in play and Orochimaru, and then with Orochimaru I pay 2, and then I put in play Yamato. And then I have my 12 mental power guaranteed almost. If I somehow don't have Kabuto, let's say I only Ghost Panic Orochimaru because I didn't have Kabuto yet, then I don't go for Yamato, because yeah, then I don't have the 12 mental power obviously, so I go for Raiga or Kisame, one of those, like depends on what my opponent has. If my opponent has a lot of chakra, I go for him. If my opponent has like really annoying 1-drops or 0-drops, I go for Raiga, like depends really. Then we have the second Hokage. Yeah, really broken in Resurrection decks. He has attack mission, I pay 0. Move 1 card from a discard pile to a chakra area, or 1 mission card from a discard pile to your hand. So it's like Yamato, but he can only grab mission cards. He can recycle Ghost Panic or the Vessels. Yeah, usually I go for the Vessels because it's very rare that Ghost Panic is even in my discard pile. And also, if I don't have missions or if I don't need missions, usually I move 1 card from my discard to my chakra area. Like what I usually go for is Raiga. He's my discard, I just move him to my chakra, or I move the Kisame also has ambush, I move him to my chakra area so I can deploy him. So then we have the Manda. This is the set 29 Manda, and he's broken as fuck. He has the crush keyword, which means when this ninja wins a victory, you win 1 battle reward, like the Itachi or stuff like that, which is very annoying. I won many games because yeah, I just got the last BR with the crush effect, and my opponent is in a really bad spot. So if he passes the Manda, I win 2 BRs, but if he blocks, I usually OV his team and also win 1 BR. Like, I win BRs like crazy. And the fun part is his second effect. When this ninja is put in play, you can move 1 of your opponent's ninjas to the bottom of its original owner's deck. Yeah, it's a snipe. I bottom deck any ninja. Any ninja. And this is like a free mission card, yeah? You don't have to commit playing it, but you benefit from it anyways. So, this is ridiculous. So, yeah, it's a 1-drop, has 1 hand cost, permanent 3. So if you play it, let's say you play it, you have a permanent 3 mission. When you discard cards, due to the effect of 1 of your ninjas or missions, draw 1 card and remove a coin from this mission. That means every time I discard shit, I draw 1 card out of Vessel. But the thing is, since it's a permanent 3 mission, I lose 1 coin on this mission anyway at the start of my turn. Before Tenten or Hotaru even trigger, because you lose coin before those effects trigger. Most of the times I get 2 cards out of it, which is not bad, but it's not immediate when you commit playing this mission card, right? You go -2 in advance, and you hope that you get something out of it. So let's say you played on turn 1, usually you only have 1 of those ninjas that draw and discard on your field, in your village. So then you would only draw 1, which is like not that good, because then you only get that one card back and you went -1 in total. Like, do you know what I mean? It's really worth it if you know for sure you can get all 3 coins before your turn even starts. Like that happens for example if so you play Vessel in your mission phase, right? And you have the Karin and you have the Suigetsu. So Karin is one, you discard 1 card, and then you play Suigetsu, you discard the 2nd card. In your opponent's mission phase or EOJ, you can also use Kidomaru or Suigetsu, and then you get the 3rd card in your opponent's phase. So then I would say, yeah, you benefit from it, because you +1 your hand with the turn 1 mission, basically. So the second effect is, when this card is discarded due to the effect of one of your cards, draw 1 card. So this is what I mean by, this mission is free. So just play your other missions. Yeah, play like Axis of Evil, the Warrior, the Ghost Panic, I don't care. Just don't play the Vessel. Discard that shit from your hand. It's free. It's free. You don't understand how good this is. Like, you play Karin, like you discard the Vessels for her effect, and like you draw 2. With Jugo, you draw 3. This is this is so good. Like, there's no reason why you wouldn't play a free mission like Man of Mystery. That's Toby Man of Mystery, basically. You need those mission cards on turn 1. That's my only turn 1 mission in this deck, but you want 3 of those at least. Like, I used to play Make Out Tactics, but yeah, you don't really need to Make Out Tactics in this deck. Like, you want to make sure your engine works, and Axis of Evil supports that. So what it does is search your deck for 1 card and move it to your discard pile. So that's a free High Drop Ninja in my discard pile, and then I shuffle and draw 1 card. If your opponent has 5 or more battle rewards, all numbers in this card's effect are increased by 1. So that means I can search for 2 cards and send them to my discard pile, and then shuffle and draw 2 cards, which is really good. And then we have the Mysterious Warrior. What this does is it's a turn 2 mission card, 1 hand cost. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. Then, if your opponent has more cards in the hand than you do, move this mission to your hand. So yeah, with Jugo, with Jugo, it's draw 3 and discard 1, basically. If I discard the Vessel for that shit and have the Jugo on my field at the same time, it's like a draw 4. And also, if I have less cards than my opponent, this mission goes to my hand. Like, it just goes to my hand. I can play this mission card forever. Insanely good. Like, insanely good. You could also play Monster Research if you want to. Like, you don't have to play the Mysterious Warrior, but this is so much more fun. Yeah, if you exploit that shit, you benefit more in total than you would with Monster Research. Friendship from Sorrow is staple. I need this mission card. I want to prevent my opponent from doing stuff. So what it does is, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and move 1 to your hand, 1 to your chakra area, and 1 to your discard pile. I grab the stuff I need, like the 2-drop ninjas, or if I got the Vessels, I move the Vessels to my hand, because it's a free extra card. Generates a lot of chakra, and 1 card in my discard pile, which is also amazing, like the High Drop Ninja. I can send them straight to my discard pile, or like ninjas I don't need anymore, like all the 0 drops, I play 3 copies of those. Yeah, I don't want those multiple times. I don't want those ninjas multiple times on my hand. And then we play D-High. This version, this DI is my remastered version. I made it by myself because the original one looks really bad. Like, I can show you the dehydration. Like, this is the dehydration that's original, and then this is my dehydration. That's like much better resolution and looks much nicer. Like, yeah, that's a huge difference in my opinion. So I included it, so it looks better. And also I used the eroded effect, like you can't draw 1 card, because some people are still confused to this day. Like, it says draw 1 card, so I can draw cards forever, multiple times. No, it's eroded, you can only draw 1 card per turn. So then, yeah, the Ghost Panic, obviously. I can only play 2 Ghost Panic in this deck, as I mentioned before. And yeah, now we move on to my Jutsus. We have the Earth-style Barrier Earth Dome Prison here, 3 times, of course. And discard 2 of your opponent's chakra, then move up to 2 cards from your discard pile to a chakra area. That's for chakra control, and also it enables me to use my effects, like the Friendship from Sorrow eats up 2 chakra when I use this effect to pop stuff. So yeah. Then the Orochimaru eats up chakra, Like, I have to remove 2 chakra from the game when I use this effect. Also, you can use Orochimaru's effect multiple times, like during a mission fight, blah blah blah. If you don't have a turn 5 ninja. Like, what you can do, for example, is like, you play Orochimaru, then you play Kisame, Kisame moves up your turn marker, then you go on this Kisame, for example. He's turn 6. You do that just so you don't have a turn 5 anymore. You know what I mean? So if you don't have a turn 5 anymore, because this Kisame is a turn 6, now you can use Orochimaru's effect again and grab another one for free. If you play 2 chakra, of course. So yeah, just to keep that in mind. Which is also a reason why I don't go into Jugo State 2 too much. Because, yeah, then, guess what? I have a turn 5 now. Don't want that, really. That gives me a lot of chakra, and also with the G-Robo, he's free. Yeah, he's a free put and play. Like, I eventually get him and discard from my hand, and now he's in play. I swing with him, and then I draw a card with the Expert effect. Expert G-Robo, if your opponent has 3 or less chakra, you draw 1 card. Yeah, makes this deck even faster. And, then I want to talk about the Water Gun Double Blast. I play 2 copies. This is a new set 29 Jutsu. Amazing card for water decks. The requirement, so it costs 2 water chakra. The requirement is water symbol and entrance cost of 2 more. I target 1 opposing ninja, and the fact is, you can pay 2 unspecific to injure the target, then give 1 damage to the target. So if you don't pay 2, you just give 1 damage to the target. So you pay 2 water to give 1 damage, basically. But if you pay 2, you injure first and then you give 1 damage. So with 4 chakra, you kill a ninja. And then it has Expert, Suigetsu, Mangetsu, or the second Hokage, the second Mizukage. Move this jutsu to your hand. Like, this is the main jutsu I'm going to play, and I recycle that bullshit, and I played as many times as I want, supported by Earthstone Prison, which gives me a lot of chakra. This is the jutsu that always goes back to my hand, and as I said before, I have the Mysterious Warrior, and that's the mission card that always goes back to my hand, so that's a lot of cool stuff. Summoning jutsu, reanimation, like this is the zombies jutsu, this is what my deck is there for. This is why I'm doing all this stuff. Like, on turn 3 I get my, I play the Ghost Panic, and then I get my Orochimaru and my Kabuto, which are the requirements for the summoning jutsu. I pay 3 water, I target 1 opposing ninja, and then I discard the target, so I kill them right away. In that case, put and play 1 ninja card from any discards, from any player's discard pile in the user's team in any position. I can permanently put and play another fucking ninja on turn 3. Like, yeah, I swing on turn 3, and then I have 3 summoning jutsus on my hand. Like, I will get that jutsu eventually, and then I will use it on people. Even if I don't have it, like, I recycle that shit. I recycle that fucking shit with a Yamato. And as you guys know, Yamato is free with Orochimaru. Like, his put and play effect instantly searches from Yamato in my deck to my discard pile, and then I put him from a discard pile in play. And yeah, the 12 mental are almost guaranteed. And yeah, I can grab any jutsus, like, or I have the summoning jutsu on my hand. I grab my Earth Dome with Yamato, get the additional chakra. Orochimaru has mastery, so yeah, he uses forbidden jutsu on you and masteries that shit. So like, I recycle my stuff forever in this deck. This is once I got my Ghost Panic, like, I can keep on forever until I deck out, of course. Yeah, until I deck out. So this is so obnoxious to deal with. This is so amazing. This is pretty much it. I want to show you now in a game. So I start a new game room on a tab. Just to give you an example, I will play with myself for a little bit, just to show you how this game looks in action. It's really amazing that I have the ability to do that even. So this is the new game room. I think the deck profile is much more interesting if you see the deck you talked about in action. So we draw 6. Let's assume we start first, right? So we play 10-10, then we end our turn, we can do something else. So then 10-10 we have to discard, so we discard the vessels. Then we draw 1 for 10-10, and since we didn't discard Earth, we have to mill 3, which we actually want to do. So we mill 3. Then we draw for the vessel, and we draw for the turn. Then on turn 1, we play Axis of Evil. Oh, I have 2 Ghost Panic? What the fuck? That I have 2 Ghost Panic on turn 1? That's broke. No, let's get rid of 1 Ghost Panic, because we don't need to at the moment. So just to give you an idea, we can search for a ninja now and put it to discard pile straight away. So I get my Orochimaru. So we shuffle and we draw. So then we play Karin. And yeah, we can actually swing now. We don't have to. I discard one card and yeah, I have the Kisame. Guess what? I discard the Kisame and he goes back to my hand pretty much. So it's a free draw. I draw one. And yeah, then I end my turn. So then again, 10-10. Guess what I do? Kisame. I don't have to discard actually. Draw one for 10-10. Kisame isn't Earth, so mill 3. I draw for turn. First play a mission, we play the Mysterious Warrior. We don't need this second Karin, so we charge her. Or we use it as a hand cost. And then we draw 2. And we discard 1, and we don't need the second Hokage. The thing I didn't talk about in this deck too much is I have a lot of High Drop Ninjas in this deck, as you saw. And all those High Drop Ninja, I will draw them early on. And the good thing, which is so amazing, which is so fun to play with, you usually with every other deck, you don't want those High Drop Ninjas early on your hand. Like, it's so frustrating if your hand is pretty much dead early on. If you lose all your momentum because you drew so many High Drop Ninjas. And what this deck does is like, yeah, I appreciate if I draw the High Drop Ninjas because I want to discard them. And then they're like, yeah, accessible for me if I play Ghost Panic. Like, this is so good. This feels natural. This feels like a really amazing deck. Like, no matter what your hand is, it might look bad at first glance, but you discard your High Drop Ninjas and all the stuff you don't need and get good cards in return. Which is amazing. Like, not all the times, of course, it still depends on luck sometimes, but this deck is, like, really consistent. If I have less cards than my opponent, then I can put that on my hand again, but since I already have, like, 7 cards on my hand, and my opponent's max hand size is 6, I usually don't get this shit back. Then we can play Ninja. We play, this time, let's play Jugo. So we have, like, 8 combat now. He's a 3 support. So we swing with 8. Before we do that, we use Karin's effect. So we discard. I already used Kisame's effect this turn, so it doesn't work anymore. But yeah, let's get rid of Axis of Evil. We don't need that mission anymore. Then we draw 1 for Karin's effect, and then we draw 1 for Jugo's effect. We can play Earth Dome Prison, which we might want to do. I grab 1, so let's say I pay the Mysterious Warrior, and then I grab that shit back anyway. So yeah, that's 2 chakra I get back. And then I have 6 cards on my hand, which is actually okay. And then I add my turn. So we on turn 3 now. So 10-10, we discard 1 card. We use Kisame. So we draw 1 for 10-10, and then we mill 3. We draw for Jugo. And then we draw for turn. So let's see what we got. There's the Kabuto. Okay, nice. There we go. We have 20 cards left. So you see, on turn 3, 20 cards. It's really good. It's really fast. So we can actually play Ghost Panic now. At a counter of 2, we play the Suigetsu. And then we put and play the Kabuto. And then get rid of 10-10. We use her as a cost. Remove her from game permanently. To grab Orochimaru. And then we use Orochimaru's effect. To grab a ninja. So it looks like Yamato is already sitting there. So I just grab another one. Even though I want Yamato, but I still appreciate any other ninja I get in my discard pile. So yeah, Raiga's sitting there, but I grab my Yamato because yeah, guess what? He is like 12 or 13, even 13 mental power. He has 5, 3, it's 8, and then plus 3, it's 11, and then plus 2, it's 13. So yeah. I have my 13 mental power. As I said before, it's basically free. So, yeah. So, what are we going to do next? We ambush. We still haven't deployed this turn. So, yeah, do this. So, and then we swing. But we swing with 3 teams. So, yeah. This is my other Jutsu. Yeah, this Jutsu is my discard pile, so maybe I want to grab him. So, we initiate battle phase. Karin. Discards a water card, so discard Hotaru. Then we draw 1. We already used Jugo this turn. At the start of my turn I already used him. So yeah, I got this Jutsu anyway. Oh cool. So yeah. Then we go EOJ. I bait him with Suigetsu. So Suigetsu discards a... So this Suigetsu has to discard a Water Ninja. And if I only have 10-10, that hurts him a little bit. In this case, I will get rid of Kisame. I don't think I need him anymore. So let's draw one card for Suigetsu. Then we got the Vessel. Let's play the Summoning Jutsu. Let's say he's blocking, and then I destroy him. And then we pay stuff. Like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, get rid of that Ghost Panic because I can recycle that shit. We don't have Manda, so we can't snipe. But we can grab the second Hokage, which is also very good. And yeah, if he responds with anything, I could just play another Summoning Jutsu. I have enough chakra. But yeah, I could also the first Summoning Jutsu, maybe it would be more of a good idea to play it with him. But it depends who is blocking, right? If I get the Summoning Jutsu with him, so he's blocking Orochimaru, I get Mastery. I can just pay another one and get it back to my hand. But in this case I don't need to, because I can recycle forever now, and I have another Summoning Jutsu on my hand anyway, so yeah. Okay, let's get this to my discard, to my chakra area. And then recycle. I can recycle the Ghost Panic with the second Hokage, so let's grab Jutsu instead, maybe. Let's grab, yeah, let's grab this again as the third Summoning Jutsu. We can use it if we want. No one is stopping us from doing that. So we can, yeah, play another Summoning Jutsu, do this. So we pay 3. Get the Raiga maybe, like, I don't care. I don't care at all. And yeah, also the second Hokage is in the team now. So, and then I mastery that shit and it goes back to my hand. But yeah, in this case, I don't need that because I already have 6 cards in my hand. So I'll just let it resolve. Okay, and then I add my turn. Ghost Panic is at 1. 10-10 is not there anymore, so I just go into draw phase. And then we have all the vessels and all the good stuff. What do we want to do? Yeah, we recycle the Ghost Panic with him. But we don't need that. Ha! The funny part is we don't need that shit because we have Yamato, we have Kabuto. So we could just get rid of... yeah, let's get rid of Karin. And grab him with Kabuto's effect first. So we don't need the Ghost Panic at all. So yeah, that's all my important ninjas in play already. I don't need to continue this bullshit because it's ridiculous. So yeah, I think you got a good idea how this deck works. And I hope you enjoyed my video. There you can see it again. And yeah, comment how do you like it? Should I do more decks? Maybe you have some suggestions or constructive criticism. I apologize for my bad English sometimes because I am German. I hope there will be more people on Untap in the future so we can have cool games and all that stuff. So we see ya maybe on Untap. Bye bye.